Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to Hearthstone. We've done one night in Karazhan and we've done a lot of deck rebuilds and we just have 3 more to go. This time I'm going to do the Shaman Wild deck rebuild. Now, right now, my Shaman Wild deck is a mechanical deck, mech deck for short, and I might want to stay with that. I might want to get away from that. It is running 16 out of 32 battles, 16 victories out of 32, so an exact 50% win ratio, which is pretty good for me. I've had a lot of decks that have done a lot worse. All we can do is start by looking. See, spell damage for the Shaman, plus 2 attack when you have spell damage plus. Deal 1 damage to all enemy minions and summon a random 1-cost minion. Definitely want that in my deck. Whenever you cast a spell, summon a basic totem. Let's look at how many cards we could cast that would do spells. Deal 1 damage to an enemy and freeze it. Deal 3 damage. Overload 1. Give a minion +1/+1 for each of your totems. Give a friendly cannon character +1. Whenever you overload, gain 1 attack per locked crystal. Let's see. We could try to do an overload deck. I haven't done one of those in a long time. Deal 2 damage, unlock all of your overloaded crystals. Battlecry, unlock all of your overloaded crystals. Deal 4 damage. Destroy a minion, retort to life, full health. Give minions Wind Fury. Draw a card, that card costs 3 less. Summon 2 2/3 wolves with taunt. X. Healing Wave. Deal 5 damage. Give a random friendly mech +2/+2. Summon a random totem. Maybe it's time to do an overload deck again. Let's try it out. We have room to play because I have an empty slot anyways. Now there's no new overload things. So let's try this. New Shaman deck, custom deck, and we start with the Karazhan things. These two, this one, and this one. And each time you... Well, maybe I should throw this guy in there too. For each spell you've cast in the game. It would probably work kind of nice there too. There you go, we'll throw it in there. Just to be silly. Is there anything else? I think whenever you cast a spell gives this minion health. We'll try that. This taunt one might actually be a good card too. Alright. Now all cards, and I'm just gonna type in the word overload. And we'll think about this. If you're gonna play overload, the first thing you have to do, definitely, is have 2 of these. And that. And that. And that. And then we need the ones, these two, these three to unlock overloaded crystals, and that one to unlock overloaded crystals. That one. That one. Let's see. Let's start thinking. Let's give it the Arcane Giants now for two of these totems, and deal 2 damage, deal 3 to 6 damage, deal 2 damage to 2 random enemies. I don't like that one. I'll get rid of that one because that's too complex. Be easy to not do it. And whenever you cast a spell, give this minion +1 health. I think that one's gotta go too. Alright. Two of those. Gain 1 to 4 attack on this character. This is the last one I'm gonna consider. Look at that curve. That is a pretty nice looking curve. Deal 2 damage, or let's see, deal 1 damage. 50% chance to attack the wrong enemy for 4 with an overload of 1. I'll get rid of that guy for this guy. And then a 4/7/7. Whenever you cast a spell, summon a basic random totem. That actually doesn't work with anything here. Let's get rid of that. Alright, in fact, let's get rid of the other one because it doesn't make any sense. A basic random totem doesn't build in with this concept at all. And did I get a weapon? Let's see, do I want that? Or something like this? Yeah, we'll just take that. Alright. And the only thing I could compare that to is if I just look at all the mechs and compare it to the Shaman Wild here. Which ones do I not have in there that I would be interested in switching out? Like maybe that, and this guy maybe. Just make some slight changes. Let's see. Get rid of that guy. Who would I want in my collection? Nobody, really. And so we've made enough room for these 2 card characters. Bones and this. And then we've got a lot of spells and things. It's a weird combination going on with that. So that's 2 different custom decks to try out. Let's try custom Shaman here and see how this one works. This is our overload spell thing. This is either going to surprise me greatly or just turn out to be a huge failure. This.
Morgul versus Thrall.
So you don't really want this immediately, or this one, or this one, or this one. I mean, I guess you could have that one. Might as well hold on to it and play with it once. But yeah, this is what you want, is both of those ready and waiting.
The legions I command hold. My legions.
So first turn I throw this out, then I only attack when I have the spell damage +1. So end my turn. That way I'll do 3 damage, and that'd be 9 damage for 1 mana. That's a pretty good trade. But it's not really 1 mana, it's probably closer to, well, closer to a lot less. Do I want to throw this guy out now? Yes, I do. In the turn. Well, actually a lot more, because you have a 1 in 4 chance of getting spell damage the first time.
Some fish?
You have a 2 in 4 chance the second time, and 3 in 4 chance the third time. Turn there. This guy will deal 2 damage and unlock your overloaded crystals, which kind of sucks because I don't have any overloaded crystals yet. But I'll may have to play it anyways. Well, that totally just destroys that concept, doesn't it? That wasn't the spell damage card. Let's go. Could play this.
Tonight, a tale of true terror.
All realities, all dimensions are open to me. That's incredible.
Whenever you target this with
Greetings,
spell,
friend.
give it Divine Shield. Let's see, we'll go send our greetings. Let's this. This. And see, it's not even worth it to really use that, so we'll just kind of do this.
I can see what is to come.
And that just gives me 1 mana extra that's wasted. This is a useless card. I can't imagine you ever playing it. I just don't see a strategy. You use it a lot. Whenever you target this minion, deal 3 damage to a random enemy. Alright. Let's see. This one.
Tonight. Tonight, a tale of glorious redemption.
Yeah, I think Barnes doesn't work on second thought. You know, he'll work really well with the Golden Monkey, though. If you ever played the Golden Monkey, traded out a significant amount of your deck for legendary cards, then played Barnes, you would only have legendary cards in your deck then, and so you'd get a 1/1 copy of a legendary character for whatever that really is worth, which probably isn't that much.
That's incredible!
Let the dark consume you.
Now I have spell damage, so I can actually attack if I wanted to. Unfortunately, I don't want to. So, it's end to turn there. Here we are on the 7th turn, and we're practically equal. We haven't done anything. Got a lot of people on the field, and that's it. Maybe if I draw a Lightning Storm before he does, I could do a significant amount of damage, but he totally threw out my overload concept by defeating those 2 characters. Let's see. This.
You have been measured and found wanting.
Well played.
What does this guy do? At the end of your turn, summon a 2/2 troll. Yeah, not for a second do I feel like I played well. Well, I predicted 2 possible outcomes, and they were kind of opposite of each other, so I hedged my bets quite well there. I would have won regardless. Pretty much a miserable failure, it seems like, this deck. Yeah, I just don't think you can play Overload. I think it's too difficult. I mean, he's pulling off all the tricks right now, and it's not working. Let's try this. Actually, I should have done this first, so in case we get spell damage. And let's see, this guy will do 2 damage to at the end of his turn to everybody. So let's go with this.
That's incredible!
And let's go ahead and do this.
I thank
I've
you.
been inside that thing for months.
And then end my turn.
All realities, all dimensions are open to me. All realities, all dimensions. That's incredible.
Alright. 3 to the face. And
Oh, strike!
3 to the face. End the turn. This is taking incredibly long amount of time. He should have won by now. He's not playing very well either, and I'm still kind of failing. So that's the animated shield, that's what it looks like. I could do lightning strike maybe right now.
Pretty totems.
I think it probably makes more sense to make a totem deck. But no, I can still do a mech deck and try it. Of course, I've done some tweaks now to my mech deck, and so maybe it'll start losing because I've destroyed some delicate balance that was going on. Of course, the exact opposite could also be the
A game? So kind of you to join me.
That was a mistake.
Oh yeah, that was a mistake. Well, whatever. I'm not gonna argue with that one. That destroyed my weapon. So, if I survived one more turn, if I got Lightning Strike, which I think I have, and I did Lightning Strike and killed all his characters, maybe. But no. I should have squelched this guy a long time ago, by the way. Too busy playing the game to deal with them. Sitting there going, that's incredible, we don't care, shut up. You can say it once per game, I would say, and that's your limit. Say it any more than that and you start getting annoying. So let's try our mech deck as it's been tweaked, and I think we're gonna stick with that one. And if you don't have any mechs, I would say definitely make a totem deck. Look at what cards work with totems and use that. And this is not a pure mech deck by any sense. It's a weird combination of some mechs and some spells and some other things. Taking the best of everything, I assume.
The legions I command.
I assume they must be really, really confused. What happens when you see that happen for the first time? I would assume a lot of people are going to be confused about that for a while. So here's a Wind Fury guy. As long as you can't kill him, I'll get 6 off his face on the second turn, which is above what I'm looking for. I'm usually happy just getting 5 off the face. Alright, only 3. That's still very good. Why do I have this? Oh, because... So at the start of this turn, we'll do 2 damage to a random enemy, 50% chance to face, 50% chance to this. Well, now 33 for 3 would be 50% chance. Hex that. I can destroy their overload ambitions as much as my ambitions can be destroyed. see. This one, and then this one,
Detected.
and then end the turn. I need the hex again. Oops, I used it prematurely. Shouldn't have done that. Cthulhu? Oh, come on. Really? Well, I'll get this guy healed up a little bit. We're going fast and furious here, blow for blow. Well, this guy, I suppose, Bloodlust might work. Two random spells from your opponent's class, that would just be my class.
Face the mana.
Whenever you cast a spell, gain 2 attacks. Let's see.
Tonight, a tale of terrible tragedy.
Let's see. At the end of his turn, the player draws until they have 3 cards. Mechs are cheaper. Or the Bungatron. I'll take the Bungatron. There. End the turn. Yeah, this one's not working very well either. Maybe I should just make a totem. Just see what totem cards, if any, are banned from
Feel the power.
standard play. I don't think there are any that would be banned. I kind of want to keep the mech deck though, just for fun. Just to have a reason to play it. Play with these cards. If I start putting an entire class of minions on the back burner, I'll never come back to them. Never play with them again. The only reason he's won so well is this Earth Elemental. It's managed to keep him alive. Alright. How about this?
Shaman! The elements obey me now.
End the turn there. I have a Hex now and a Lightning Bolt. Of course, he just hexes me. Deal damage equal to the minion's attack randomly split between. I guess if I do play this next turn, I would do 6 damage. That's gotta count for something, doesn't it? Let's see. Get rid of this guy. This. Who do we kill? This one. And nope, I don't want to just attack that guy. So again, it's taking incredibly long to lose. I wonder if that's because I'm playing better than I realize. Let's see. No, I don't want to do anything, so I'm just going to end the turn here. This guy has Wind Fury, he can do 12. This guy will probably kill him. This guy we'll do 13. Well, one more to get it to 13. Unless they can get past this guy. Which they can't. Which means game over. There's enough here. So that one doesn't work great either. Hopefully I didn't ruin my streak of 50%. I'm down to 47% on a win streak, but I kind of just want to live with that one. Just for, I guess I claim it just personal reasons. Obviously, the overload one doesn't work. Not really surprised there. There might be a spell one that you could do where you don't do overload and then instead you do other spells. But it would be a weird combination, certainly. If we go to standard, Shaman standard here, and look at what this is. It's all about totems, and I think that's probably what you would want to do, even for wild too. But I'm just going to stick with my mech deck. And let's see, if I convert this to standard, nearly everything is banned. Cards. Nearly at all. Now, I did want to think about the ward totem and see if anything is available in the expansion, but not here. There's 2 pages of things with the word totem in it for all the cards. When I go to simply standard, let's see, let's do this. All the cards versus just the standard cards with totem, it's 2 pages. So there are some things in that are banned related to totems. What can we some? This one's banned, and that seems like that's the only one banned, is that one card. Interesting. Interesting that there's only one card that's banned, and it's just a little too powerful, and that's the only problem with it. Anywho, I'm wasting extra time here that I really don't have. So, that's going to be it for this recording. Next time we do the Warlock, and then the time after that we do the Warrior, and we are done. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and watch every second of my videos. All that helps out. If you want to support me further, you can click on my name, Rydo. On the right will be a blue button that says support this channel. Click it, make a donation. And if you want to friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.